All right, it is Monday, February 16th, and yeah, just trying to keep the vibes up, starting the week off right. On my way to work, as always, as I film these videos. Yeah, just want to talk about kind of just breaking the cycle, the addiction cycle. Because I think I mean, for me, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's the journey that I'm on. Trying to improve myself, get better every day. That's what I want to encourage both in myself and anyone that's watching these videos because it's I think your attention is constantly being bombarded with just inputs, and it's an economy that it's an attention economy. It's a dopamine economy, right? Like where companies and advertising and entertainment, social media, they're all trying to vie for your attention and keep your attention. It just goes back to that old quote. I think it was like the Fox News president said, we're not a we're not a news we're not a news medium. We're an advertising medium, and you kind of have to look at that. I mean, that's what media companies are. They're not a news medium. They're not an entertainment medium. At the end of the day, they're all an advertising medium. Everything they put on their channels is for advertising, and you kind of have to look at social media the same way, and just kind of take control of what you put your focus on, what you put your attention on. And I know that's easier said than done as we, try to navigate this world, and because you can have the best of intentions, but as soon as you get stressed, I mean, we're gonna go for comfort. I mean, it's a coping mechanism, right? Like I'm gonna have to. Anytime that you're you're stressed out, anytime that you're kind of not where your moods are low, you're gonna go for the things that have soothed you in the past, and trying to rewrite your past. I mean, you can't rewrite your past, but you can move on from your past. You can let it go, and you can create a new identity, a new way of thinking, a new way of, I guess, battling those emotions when you're feeling down. And that's what it comes down to. Because I think, like, when I just think about myself, it's easy to be motivated when I'm in a good mood. It's easy to be motivated when I have high energy and just kind of at the right alignment. It can get very difficult when you first wake up in the morning. You're feeling groggy, you're feeling tired. And that's why I think it's so important to have your whole life aligned. Whether just your food intake, what you're eating, making sure that you have nutritious food, making sure that getting your blood work checked, seeing what you're deficient in, drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated, getting enough electrolytes, and then of course being active. That's a big one. Being active and working out or hiking or playing a sport or activity that you enjoy. And then another one I think also that gets left behind is or forgotten about is sleep, getting quality deep sleep. And I think that's super important. And so that's the journey that I'm on, and that's the journey that I'm trying to encourage both in myself and anyone that's watching, because it can be difficult. It can be very, very difficult to live in just like perfect alignment with your best self, because there's just so many things and so many inputs just vying for your attention. And all these things are designed, whether it's food, entertainment, social media, are designed to capture your attention, or are designed to get you to come back. And because the best customer are repeat customers at the end of the day, and so they're doing everything in their power, the ominous to keep you as a repeat customer, including using manipulation, exploitive techniques to do so. So just keep that in mind. That's why I think meditation and awareness is so important to kind of get yourself aligned from just all the different distractions that are out there that we're all trying to battle on a daily basis. And yeah, that's the journey I'm on. That's why I'm trying to just kind of both share this journey, but also try to just repeat it, and these repetitions in my head, and by talking it out loud, and maybe trying to teach it in a way, that I finally kind of changed myself, and that it's cemented, because I still, in my mind, have a ways to go, and maybe I need to kind of change that. Maybe I have to kind of feel like I've already arrived. I know that's kind of like a big thing when it comes to manifestation, is to have that feeling that you already have it. I think that once you feel lack, then you create more lack, kind of thing, and you got to feel abundant with whatever it is you're doing. So yeah, that's kind of how my just line of thinking is, and trying to share that and trying to repeat it. And yeah, that's the journey I'm trying to just encourage in everyone else, and anyone listening, and encourage within myself. So Anyways, I'll leave it there for today. As always, I want to pass on some blessings and love to you and peace. See you next time.